Where we go a little bit more in depth. Yeah, you'll see, Gene, the weather will be hitting summertime temperatures starting the first of the week.
Well, if we still keep getting a break in the weather, what more can you
You got it. I'll take it. Whatever it is, we'll take it.
Yep.
Okay. Just another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, so far.
Yes.
So far.
And we mentioned, Saturday is the first day of summer, which means Sunday is Father's Day. They don't necessarily go hand in hand.
No.
But that's the way it's working this year.
That's how it's coming out, folks, this year.
Okay, and today is Apple Strudel Day. Yeah. I like apple strudel. Yeah. And, listening to the news every day, it's kind of like the world is just one apple short of a full strudel.
Strudel, yeah.
Yes.
Whatever that is.
Anyway, we'll see about some apple strudel later today. But, of course, it's also Eat Your Vegetables Day. So, I got a hunch you grew up kind of like I did. Those are vegetables on your plate. You will eat them.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
Yes. But I don't like rutabagas.
Well, you got to try them.
Yes, exactly.
You might find out that you like them.
You might. Yeah. And today is also Garbage Man Day.
Well, I saw some men today, I guess we could call, although I don't know, garbage man. We can, trash engineers.
Yes, garbage man is, so politically incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it would be sanitary waste engineers.
Management.
Something to that effect.
Management, or, yeah.
Yeah. So
I like that.
Anyway, we salute them. It's a tough job.
Yeah, it is a tough job, and things would get backed up mighty quick if they weren't around.
Yes.
Mighty quick.
We salute them. And, the guys that go up and down our street in El Centro always got a smile and a wave.
Yeah. Even not just in that area, along in the alley of the office facility, there's the same faces we see every week. Get to know each other. I just had a visit last week with our sanitation technician.
Okay. Anyway, don't forget to eat your vegetables, and if you eat all your vegetables, you will be rewarded with apple strudel.
Yeah, well, that sounds like that's an even deal.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
We've got some birthdays. The big shots first.
You remember the old TV show Mission Impossible?
I do.
Okay, remember the big guy, the strong guy with the group, actor Peter Lupus. Mm-hmm. He is 88 years old today.
All right, Peter.
Okay.
Hopefully you're still working out and keeping in good shape.
I hope so. Actor William Lucking is 79. Barry Manilow is 77. And comedian Joe Piscopo. Have not heard much from Joe lately. He's 69. Actor Mark Linn-Baker is 66. Actor John Grease, 63. Actor Thomas Hayden Church is 60. Actor Greg Kinnear is 57. Actress Kemi Cotler, 55. Actor Jason Patrick, 54. Singer Kevin Thornton of Color Me Bad. Yeah, they've grown up. He's 51. And let's see, actor Arthur Darvill is 38. Actress Jodie Whittaker, 38. Actor Manish Dayal is 37. You want some local birthdays?
I'd like some local birthdays.
Okay, here they come.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Okay, our local birthdays. Let's celebrate with Aisha Atando, Janice Pritchard, Patricia Zarate, Gabby Morgia, Ross Daniels, Emily Navarro, Yvonne Beltran, Alexa Horn, Vinny Flores Cordova, Julie Rodriguez, Vincent Flores Jr., Cynthia Rios, Christopher Milan, and one of my favorite people, and that would be G. Rob. Gerald Robinson is celebrating a birthday today. Last time I saw G. Rob, he looked like he was maybe 26, 27 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps himself in really good shape.
And he's done an excellent job working with a lot of kids in the valley.
Yeah, from all over the place.
Yep.
One end of the valley to the other.
You got it. Happy birthday, Gerald Robinson. Still on my very, very short list of the absolute best running backs I have ever seen play high school football. Of course, I lead that list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I still play back some of the old 8mm films from when I played.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I speed them up. Because always on the end of the bench, there I am.
Well, if you have an 8mm projector still?
No, I don't. And actually, the most of the film from when I played in high school has been transferred to DVD.
DVD, yeah. That's very good because the film would probably have disintegrated, as they say.
And I know you played, and I don't know whether you did film sessions the day after the game, but I can remember hearing Coach Soyson several times, "Buckley, why'd you go that way? The hole was the other side." I don't know, Coach. It just felt good.
Yeah, I saw daylight there for a moment.
Yeah. Oh, well. That'll cost you a couple of laps. Okay, Coach.
I'm already started, Coach.
Yes.
I've already started. Halfway there.
Okay. We've got news. A visit with the mayor of El Centro coming up. Stick around. We're AM 1230 KXO El Centro with a look at world and California news headlines. Brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. And I'm warning you, when we get to the in-depth weather forecast, it's going to get hot again.
CBS News Update. A message to protesters from Republicans in the Senate.
We hear you.
South Carolina's Tim Scott unveiling a police reform bill last hour.
I think this package speaks very clearly to the young person who's concerned when he's stopped by the law enforcement officers. We see you.
It would require local law enforcement agencies to report all officer-involved deaths to the FBI.
We have to have the right information so that we can direct our resources as a federal government to making sure that the outcomes lead to safer officers and safer suspects in the instances of challenges.
Unlike a Democratic version, it does not include a ban on chokeholds. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
I want you to know that we're serious about making a law here. This is not about trying to create partisan differences. This is about coming together and getting an outcome.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Prosecutors file murder and other charges against Travis Air Force Base Sergeant Stephen Carrillo in last month's shooting death of federal security guard Dave Underwood in Oakland. U.S. Attorney Dave Anderson saying Carrillo and Robert Justice, who allegedly drove the van Carrillo fired from, were members of the so-called Boogaloo movement.
The Boogaloo term is used by extremists to reference a violent uprising or impending civil war in the United States.
Carrillo already facing charges in the June 6th shooting death of Santa Cruz County Sheriff Sergeant Damon Gutzwiller. President Trump signing an executive order on police reform. Senate Judiciary Committee hearing Tuesday on use of force policies, where Senator Kamala Harris referenced George Floyd.
When we eliminate systemic racism, it will be clear to everyone that the life of a black man is worth more than an allegedly counterfeit $20 bill.
Senate Republicans unveiling their reform proposals today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Call them today.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
How much money would you like to save just by doing something you're already doing? 15 or 25%? How about 30%? Here in California, all states safe drivers can save 30% just by doing something they're already doing. Driving safe. That's right, 30% just by driving safe. Allstate can help lower your cost of driving. Safe drivers can save 30% or more. Visit allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote today.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have two locations in the valley, one in Brawley, another in El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
El Centro City Council met in regular session last night. We have a visit with the mayor of El Centro, Efrain Silva.
The council first approved a rate increase of 2.1% that was submitted by CRNR for the collection, transportation, recycling, processing, and disposal of solid waste for El Centro residents. Rate adjustments are permitted to account for increases in labor, fuel, equipment, insurance, and disposal costs. The request for the increase was reviewed and validated by an independent consultant on behalf of the city. The rate adjustment amounts to an increase of 42 cents per household per month for residential services, and the new rate is still under the average cost for trash collection compared to other cities in Imperial Valley. The council also approved a deferment of a $100,000 loan made by the city to La Resaca restaurant. La Resaca is renovating the old Masonic temple on the corner of State and 5th Street. It will be relocating their restaurant operation there, as well as opening a new event center and a steakhouse. The national coronavirus pandemic has delayed the renovation of the facility and has affected their opening plans. The council agreed to defer the loan to October 2021 to allow more time for the restaurant and event center to open under existing COVID guidelines. The council also approved an amendment to the existing lease of city property to the Humane Society, who is a local nonprofit that operates an animal shelter in the city. With a contribution of $375,000 from the city, the Humane Society purchased a new modular building that will be used for administrative purposes. The new lease agreement expands the property area of the agreement and maintains the rent of $1 per year. The city and the Humane Society will continue to work together to ensure adequate animal shelter services in El Centro. The council also approved the guidelines for the awarding of loans to El Centro small businesses that have 5 or fewer employees that were impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. Loans of up to $10,000 are available for small businesses to help with the reopening of their businesses. Loans may be forgiven under certain performance conditions. Please contact the city's Economic Development Department for additional information. This is a brief summary of the actions taken by the El Centro City Council last night. Please contact the city clerk's office for a copy of the full council agenda. We ask still that everyone continues to practice the preventive measures established by our healthcare professionals including social distancing, using face masks when in public places, wash hands regularly, and stay home when sick.
And that's Mayor Efrain Silva of El Centro. KXO News Time, 7:44.
To show their gratitude to frontline or essential workers, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro have something very special. For all Ford Pass Rewards members who are considered frontline or essential workers, they give you the Works Service Package through June 30th. Now, the offer applies to current or new Ford Pass Rewards members who are frontline or essential workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Not a Ford Pass Rewards member? See your Quick Lane Service Advisor for details.
Other local news, state legislature approves proposed budget. Here's more on this story.
The 2020 state budget proposal will now be sent to the governor. Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia said he was very pleased to see funding for 2 Imperial Valley projects remain in the proposed budget following the vote on Monday. Garcia said even with all the difficult choices the state faces as a result of COVID-19 pandemic, the legislature acknowledged his district's persistent advocacy, as well as the public health, economic, and environmental urgency of the New River and Salton Sea projects. In the budget proposal, the New River Improvement Project in Kxo would still receive $18 million from the general fund and $10 million from Proposition 68 to commence with cleanup. Salton Sea North Lake Project will be allocated $19,250,000 of Proposition 68 funds. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The latest COVID-19 information from the County Public Health Department shows an additional 5 people have died from the virus. The update, released early Tuesday afternoon, indicates the number of deaths went from 47 on Monday morning to 52 on Tuesday afternoon. The data also shows an additional 91 cases tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. While the number of active cases declined by 65, the number of patients have recovered from the illness is now 3,355. That's an increase of 151 from the previous day. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
At El Centro Regional Medical Center, we're ready and open to care for you and your family. We want to assure you that ECRMC is doing everything possible to keep you safe and healthy. ECRMC is now offering telemedicine. Skip the waiting room and visit your doctor on your phone, tablet, or computer instead. Don't delay the care you need. Make an appointment today by calling us at 760-482-5000. ECRMC, open to care.
Page 2 of the Local News and a look at the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
In other local news, band together for COVID-19 relief. George Gale explains.
It will be held June 27th, starting at 5 p.m. ECRMC Foundation Board of Directors say the amazing live-streamed event will showcase several of Imperial County's local artists and performers of all ages and genres. They say the event will include some really awesome celebrity guest appearances as well. They say the region has been severely impacted by COVID-19, and recent reports by both the Washington Post and the New York Times show how hard El Centro Regional Medical Center and the Imperial County have been affected. For more information or to make a donation, go to bandtogetheriv.org. Sponsorship opportunities are also available. For details, email foundation@ecrmc.org. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Tenaska Solar Plant scholarships, they were announced last week. They have been awarded for a total of $10,000 in college scholarships. Since the program was announced in 2013, the solar facilities have presented nearly $60,000 in scholarships. This year, 10 $1,000 scholarships were awarded. They went to Christopher Carrillo of Brawley, Naomi Quesada of Calexico, Efrain Villegas of Calexico, Dominic Ferriosono of Calipatria, Jacob Campos of Calexico, Nayeli Garcia of Hopeville, Brea Spence of Imperial, Vanessa Zuniga of Winter Haven, and Ailila Felix of El Centro, attending Southwest High School. Summer programs, well, they're canceled. George Gale has the story.
The decision is due to the current pandemic. After feedback and careful consideration due to the current state of the COVID-19 pandemic, Mostly Theater Company Board of Directors has decided to cancel the summer's programs for the health and safety of the campers, staff, volunteers, and community. They say they are currently looking into other fun and safe alternatives to continue to provide access to the arts in a new and inventive way, as they have been doing since 1955. The board says they appreciate the patience and understanding and continued support as they continue through these unprecedented times. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, near to slightly below normal temperatures are expected through Saturday as dry and clear conditions persist across the region. High pressure will slowly build over the region late this weekend into early next week, resulting in a gradual increase in temperatures. Daily high temperatures across the Imperial and Yuma valleys are likely to end up around 110 degrees during the first half of next week. 103 the high yesterday, 71 the low. Wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour recorded yesterday. Today will be sunny with a high near 100. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 72. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 101. South wind about 5 miles per hour. We have 82 degrees downtown, 30% our relative humidity. And the wind out of the south-southwest 10 to 12 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
As we go through this crisis, health issues unrelated to the pandemic have not stopped. People are suffering heart attacks and strokes. Car and bike accidents still happen. Cancer patients need transfusions. Organ transplants must take place. People of all ages are in life-threatening situations. The future holds many uncertainties, but one thing is certain. Blood is needed every day. Please donate to LifeStream Blood Bank. Call 800-TRY-GIVING or visit lstream.org.
It's sports time. What's going on in the world of baseball? Yeah, not much. A lot of finger pointing. Yeah, 6 Major League Baseball owners say they don't want to play the 2020 season at all. It'll take 2 more to join them, and the season's done. Meanwhile, Dr. Anthony Fauci says, hey, Major League Baseball, if you're going to play the games, play them now. Yeah, because the longer you wait, you're liable to hit a second wave in the fall when the weather cools down. Meanwhile, University of Nevada, Las Vegas officials removed the Hey Reb statue from campus last night, and UNLV President Marta Miana indicated that changes could be coming to the university's mascot in the wake of social justice protests around the country. It's never been easier to buy a new Volkswagen than right now. Here's Isaac Garcia.
Imperial Valley Volkswagen has a huge selection of brand new Volkswagens ready to go. You can literally sign and drive with zero down, no payments for 120 days. Volkswagen has the best warranty in America, 6 years of warranty. And are you ready for this? For the first time ever, Volkswagen has announced 0% on all certified used vehicles. Only here at Imperial Valley Volkswagen.
0% APR for 72 months on most VW models and 120 days of deferment for highly qualified customers through Volkswagen Credit. 0% APR for 60 months on most certified pre-owned VW models for highly qualified customers through Volkswagen Credit. Imperial Valley Volkswagen, Highway 86 and 8th Road in Imperial, where it's safe to save big. It's just that easy. Christian Coleman, the reigning world champion in the 100-meter dash, was suspended by the Athletics Integrity Unit. The suspension for missing drug tests. Coleman said earlier that drug testers were unable to find him December 9th while he was at a nearby mall Christmas shopping. Well, it's his third infraction in a 12-month period. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. will headline NASCAR's Hall of Fame class of 2021. Well, it looks like Earnhardt Jr. will be inducted. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got a look at financial news coming up.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and weather brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. Well, the Dow Jones Industrial Average right now, up, down. Yeah, right now showing green, up about 28 points at 26,318. The S&P 500 up 5 at 3130. And the NASDAQ is at 9950. That's up 55 points on the day. Meanwhile, gold is off $3.20 an ounce, and oil is down slightly as well. The markets kind of meandering a bit today, hoping to build on some of yesterday's gains. Investors are tuned to fresh outbreaks of the coronavirus in China and rising cases in the U.S. as most states restart business activity. But the market focused on signs of economic recovery amid some progress on developing therapeutic drugs and vaccines against COVID-19. The pandemic is still playing on traders' minds, but there is hope that a low-dose steroid, dexamethasone, might turn out to be a useful treatment. Shares of Southwest Airlines down 2%, even after the air carrier increased its revenue outlook and said it sees capacity improving in July. And United States Steel was down 2% after the company said it expected second quarter losses to be much more severe than projections.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
It will be sunny today with a high near 100, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 72. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 101. South wind about 5 miles an hour. 82 degrees downtown, 29% relative humidity. Wind out of the south-southwest 10 to 12 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. The Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do.
IID understands the COVID-19 pandemic is creating financial hardship for many of our customers, but reminds you that we are here to help. Customers experiencing hardship should contact our friendly customer service staff to arrange a flexible payment plan and ask about IID's other payment assistance programs. Don't hesitate. Call us today at 1-800-303-7756. IID, where customers always come first.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. An iconic image in markets and kitchen cabinets all around the country is going to vanish, and so is the name as the widening conversation on race in the U.S. goes in a new direction.
Aunt Jemima.
Critics have long said Aunt Jemima's image has done as much as anything to reinforce the racial stereotype of subservient yet happy mammy-type African-American women.
Folks says you can't buy happiness, but you can earn it.
Parent company Quaker has dialed back the stereotype and modernized her image over the years, but now says that's not enough. It's dropping the Aunt Jemima name for one to be named later, quote, one everyone can be proud to have in their pantry. Peter King, CBS News.
And there's word Mars, which owns Uncle Ben's Rice, wants to make product image changes too. Republican Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina is unveiling a police reform plan today.
We find ourselves at a place with a package that I think speaks to the families that I spoke with yesterday who lost loved ones. We hear you.
Democrats say the package doesn't go far enough. A vote on it could come as soon as next week in the Senate. 5 years ago today, 9 black worshipers were killed in a racist attack at the Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. Sharon Risher, a daughter of one of the victims, tells CBS This Morning the sentiment behind recent protests has been building for a long time.
People are just tired, not knowing. You leave your house and you might not come back, that you might find yourself in a situation that goes wrong and then you're dead.
Florida's governor says he has no intention of slowing down the reopening, even though daily coronavirus cases hit a new high. Broward Mayor Dale Holness would rather play it safe.
I think we ought to slow down, track first where we are before we go further opening.
Some bars and restaurants that reopened have closed again in the Sunshine State. In Detroit, WWJ Radio's Jeff Gilbert says 30,000 salaried workers at a major automaker will have a big say in where they work through the end of the year.
Ford workers who want to return to the office will do so in the fall. Those who don't can work from home until the end of the year. Human Resources Director Kirsten Robinson says this will give the company time to come up with a permanent plan.
We want to understand what those preferences are, and then do everything we can to best accommodate those preferences.
Checking Wall Street in the early going today, the Dow is down 29 points. The NASDAQ is up 41 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Build Dad's imagination with a gift from Lowe's this Father's Day. How about a backyard family grill-off? Fire it up and get grilling with the Char Griller Charcoal Grill. Perfect for families of all sizes, starting at just $99. Maybe a treehouse in the living room. Dads can do that. What about a smart home for a smart dad? The Ring Video Doorbell 3 is now only $169.99. Visit Lowe's in-store or online. Grill offer valid through 6/21. Ring offer valid 6/14 through 6/21 while supplies last.
At JCPenney, we know you miss us, and we miss you.
So, what if we said we had a store that's open all day, every day? We do. It's jcp.com or the JCPenney app. Need a swimsuit? We've got them. Something new and cute for summer? Look no further. Exclusive JCPenney brands plus your favorite national brands? Yes and yes. Check our site for the latest coupons. And when you spend $49 or more, standard shipping is free. JCPenney. Exclusions apply. See jcp.com for details.
New episodes of a popular daytime drama are being taped again.
A daytime soap is making a pandemic comeback.
You'd ever expect to hear that you have so little time left.
CBS's Bold and the Beautiful becomes the first scripted broadcast series to resume on-set production. As cast and crew return to the studio in L.A. today, all actors have to cover their faces when they're not filming, sanitize their hands before and after scenes, and undergo regular symptom checks. Intimate fight scenes are discouraged, and a COVID coordinator's been hired to be on set at all times. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Dr. Anthony Fauci tells the LA Times he'd recommend against stretching the baseball season, if there is one, too far into the fall. More virus cases could rear up in colder weather. Strict rules have been set up for NBA players as they look to get back on the court next month. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Balance of Nature, changing the world one life at a time.
I certainly do have an increased energy level. I get treatments every 8 weeks, and that really kind of slows me down and, makes me very tired for a few days. But I seem to be getting over that much quicker now that I'm taking your products.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
And now, a message from CBS News Chief Washington Correspondent Major Garrett.
As the country inches toward a new normal, my colleagues and I promise to deliver the most important news of the day from our homes to yours. Now, it hasn't been easy. I'm still learning how to mute myself on conference calls. But staying connected and staying busy is so very important during these times. Remember, you are not alone. We will get through this because we're all in this together.
Brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.